So one of the key functionalities of using Copilot for Azure that I find is you can create virtual machines using Copilot for Azure, even if you are a novice in the cloud computing industry. So let's say you want to create a virtual machine that is cost effective, or that is highly resilient to uh, changes, or that is highly available during at times of event disaster recovery as well. You can do that with a step-to-step tutorial and just with Azure Copilot. So right on my screen, I am in the portal.azure.com in my Azure subscription with Copilot enabled, Azure Copilot enabled. Uh, and yeah, let's first of all create a virtual machine, uh, and simply click on Azure Virtual Machine. Now let's say first of all I want to create a cost-effective Azure Virtual Machine. So I open my Copilot pane, and I type in I want to create a cost-effective Azure virtual machine. Yeah, so it says I can help you guide through three options to lower the cost of a virtual machine. First one, it has told me to use Azure Spot. The second one is low cost size, and the third one is auto shutdown. First of all, it's telling me use Azure Spot virtual machines to take advantage of your unused capacity at a significant cost. Uh, well, let's say I don't want to use Azure Spot virtual machines, uh, and I simply skip this part. Secondly, it says we recommend the standard B2S version 2 size, but I don't want to do this part as well, so I skip this part. And the third option is to configure auto shutdown on your virtual machine. So it says this will shut down your VM in the off hours to save cost. This can be enabled in the management tab. Let's say I want to go with this option. So I simply hit on continue management tab, and yeah, and I select enable auto shutdown. Okay, so a thing to note here is it has enabled auto shutdown for me. And when I go to the basics tab of my configuration for the Azure virtual machine, you can see it has already filled in the required details by all by itself. So I don't need to, first of all, create a resource group manually, then assign a virtual machine name manually. It has done this all on its end, all automatically. And it has assigned the zones as well, availability zones as well. A security type is trusted launch version machines. Image is Oracle Linux 8.8. The 64 x64 generation 2 architecture. The size of the virtual machine is standard D4S V3 and stuff like that. Now let's say to end things with, I want to select a virtual machine of a particular size that caters to my needs. So let's say I want to select a virtual machine size that caters to my needs. And let's see what it returns me with. So it says use one of the recommended VM sizes available for a subscription. Some of the recommended sizes have a restriction put in place, and it has given me two options. It says the standard B2S V2 is a low cost option with a moderate amount of memory. The standard B2 MS offers a balance of compute and memory resources. Standard B1 MS is the most cost effective option with minimal compute resources. So let's say I want to select the standard B1 MS virtual machine size. I simply select this and I hit on select size option right over here. And as you can see, it has been changed over here. Standard B1 MS has been done right over here. So with this video, we got to know how we can use Azure Copilot at our disposal to get things up and running very quickly. Let's say if you are a novice in the cloud computing industry and don't have a detailed knowledge about what exactly virtual machines are, how do they work, what are the sizes, and how to maybe uh, build a virtual machine scale set, or how to minimize cost on the usage of your virtual machine, then you can have Azure Copilot to do that for you, and that too just with interacting it with the natural language queries. So yeah, pretty much it for this video. I hope I made you understand how you can use Azure Copilot at your own benefit. And if you like this video, do share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates.